Hello, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the difference between distance and displacement. So I'm going to start off with a general kind of quite nice example to really get the point across, and then we'll look at a question as well. And if you find this video useful, please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials. Okay, so let's look at this example to really demonstrate the difference between displacement and distance, and then we'll look at a question. So I've got a little blue circle here. This is going to be my particle. And it's only moving in one dimension, so it's either going to move to the right or to the left, and it's going to go on a journey. And so the journey is it's going to move 6 meters to the right like this, and then stop and then turn around and go back to the origin where it started. Okay, so let's mark that out. We could say the journey this particle went on, well, it went 6 meters to the right and then turned around and went 6 meters back in the other direction. And so if I wanted to talk about the distance the particle travelled, well, hopefully you can see, well, it's 6 meters to the right plus the 6 meters to the left. The distance this particle travelled is 12 meters. Okay, so let's write down 12 meters. And that's a scalar quantity, that's just how far it's gone. There's a difference though between the distance and the displacement. The displacement is a vector quantity, and it's talking about both the distance and direction the particle has gone from its starting position. Okay, so let's think about it now. So where has the particle started and finished its movement? Well, at the origin. Yeah, it started at the point 0, moved to the right, and then it came back and stopped at the point 0. So we would say, actually, even though it's travelled a distance of 12 meters, this particle has a displacement of 0 meters, because it hasn't actually moved anywhere between its initial and final position. Okay, so let's look at an example question now to really demonstrate this. So you can see here I've got another particle, this time it's green, and it's starting at a position of 2 meters to the right of the origin, and then it's going to go on a journey. So the first question says, what is the initial position of the particle? We're only looking in one dimension here, okay, just one axis, and so I'm going to say movement to the right is positive and movement to the left is negative, just because when we end up talking about displacement, because it's a vector quantity, the direction matters. So if I say its displacement is 6 meters, that would mean it finished 6 meters to the right of where it started. Whereas if I specified it was negative 6 meters, that would mean it finished its journey 6 meters to the left of where it started. So what is the initial position? Well, when we talk about initial position, we usually talk about where something is relative to the origin. And so in this case, it would be 2 meters to the right of the origin. Okay, it then says the particle moves to point A and then to point B. And we need to find both the distance and displacement of the particle from its initial position. So let's mark this on. So it's gone from where it started to the point A, so let me draw an arrow for that. So that would be 3 meters to the right. And then it's turned around and travelled all the way to the point B, which is a distance of 8 meters away. Okay, so what is the total distance travelled by this particle? Well, it's 3 meters to the right plus those 8 meters to the left, so it's travelled a total distance of 11 meters. But what is the particle's displacement from its initial position? Well, relative to where it started, which is at the position 2 meters, it's finished at the point -3. So it's moved to the left a total distance of 5 meters. And remember, it's important I specify whether that's a positive or negative, and because I've taken movement to the right to be positive, I'm going to say that its displacement is -5 meters, because it's moved 5 meters to the left from where its initial position was. So hopefully that's useful, and hopefully you're now more comfortable with the difference between distance and displacement. And if this video was useful, do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials. Thanks for watching.